Everyone tells you that BOAT stands for Breakout Another Thousand. I'd worked on boats for a few years now and knew the saying well, but I didn't know the emotional impact it would have on me and the immense stress it would bring. After my original engine threw a rod on the sea trial, I replaced it and thought I'd be good to go. I thought that I could jump right into charters and get the ball rolling, and I was so excited. The beginning of boat ownership was rough, but it also created the most memorable times, some captured, but a lot not captured. And as I've said before, everyone who has come on my boat became family to me, and I'm grateful to have met so many amazing souls over the past year on Sol de la Mar. Amazing. But they're having the last dinner I'm ever going to be cooking for charter because charters are done. So they're my last group, but also last dinner, and we went out with fish piccata. So I think we're having a good night. It's time for an update for you guys. I've been really quiet during these charters. I have been soaking every minute in. These were my last charters, and I am feeling all of the emotions today. I'm tearing up as I talk about it because I didn't know what my life would look like a year ago. A year ago, I had run myself down doing charters. Well, a few months ago, I'd run myself down doing charters, and I was watching YouTube grow and watching Patreon grow and also watching the charter business grow, and I had to decide what I was going to let continue growing and what I was going to slow down on. And I have decided that to fulfill my dream of circumnavigating and all the other million ideas I have going through my head, that chartering is the thing that needed to slow down, which is why I did not take any charters in January, and I did not start until late February. And also, if you have reached out about charters, I did not want to give it away yet, but that's why I didn't respond, is because I'm done doing charters. So this boat is my baby now. Of course, I will have friends on the boat. My brother's coming next week. But it is a rush of emotions. I'm actually cleaning. I'm starting to reorganize things for me. A big thanks goes to all of you, everyone who came on a charter, every single person who's watched my videos, my patrons. You guys are keeping this dream alive, and I've started monthly live streams on Patreon, which are Zoom style, so I'm getting to meet everyone, and that really means a lot to me, to put faces behind the names. And 1 year ago from today, I was still waiting on my second engine to be completely installed. I was in over my head in debt, and I had increased my loan on the boat. My boat was a wreck, and I had thoughts that I would have to sell the boat. And now I'm running too many businesses, and I'm having to cut back on business so I can continue growing in another area, and continue growing in an area that I never even imagined I would do ever. So I've told quite a few of you, but YouTube was never something I was driven to do. It was never something that I felt I was called to do. Didn't really know what it entailed. You can definitely see from my first few videos, but this is going to give me time to keep focusing on YouTube and put a little more energy into each episode. I'm going to be able to take care of myself and the boat better. I'm going to be able to take care of this one better. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to give me freedom to keep traveling and keep producing content, new content, and I'm really excited. But as excited as I am for what's up and coming, I have to say thank you to every single person who came on this boat. During charters, things can be all over the place. We're having a great time, and if you've been on my charters and you see this video, you guys are the ones who kept me going. I don't even have the words to say. I'm so grateful for every single person who came on this boat. Every trip, I had an absolute blast. I loved meeting every single person, and a big highlight of charters is getting to show someone something for the first time, for the most part, and getting to re-see things for the first time. Even though I see this clear water every day, getting to watch someone else see this beautiful blue water for the first time gets me excited. When someone sees a shark for the first time, it makes me excited, or learns how to spear fish. That gave me so much energy, and that's why I did what I did with charters, because I genuinely love seeing that. And there may be a day where I pick up charters again, but for now, it's time to be solo on this boat. Well, I say I'm going to be solo, but I'm not. Still have friends visiting, my brother's visiting, so it's probably going to take a while to be completely solo again. But I have to say thank you to every single person who came on this boat, because one, you helped me see the light at the end of the tunnel when it came to my debt and paying off my loan, which is not paid off yet. I'm still paying off a loan. I'm still making a lot of upgrades on the boat. I'm still have things that I have to do for the boat to cross the Pacific safely. So yes, the Pacific is in the plans in the next year or two. This update was given to patrons in March. And speaking of all of this, my social media is going to become a little more private for security reasons. Nothing is going to be posted in live time on my socials, besides unless I know you personally or you're a subscriber. Instagram subscriptions, Patreon are the only two ways to see real-time updates from now on. And I hope you guys understand, because this is all security purposes for myself, since I will be solo a little bit more. Yeah, so speaking of Pacific, that is in the works, and we're gonna do some test sails later this year, branch out a little bit. I have some leaky hatches, and I want to make sure those are all fixed. I need to make sure my autopilot is fixed, which means most likely putting in a hydrovane for backup. I'm going to be hopefully putting new sails on this boat. So there's a lot of big expenses, big upgrades, big things I'm going to be doing to this boat to make sure it's safe for this crossing. And that's going to be kind of what the next few months entail, is just living out my last few months in the Bahamas before I head south, and I'm super excited for it. Thank you to everyone who's been on the boat. Thank you guys for continuing to watch these videos. Thank you patrons for inspiring me and really making this dream come true. My dream's officially in the works now, and I already said this, but I'm so full of emotion today. And I want to give a little shout out to everyone who has gotten me to this point, everyone who has given me advice with the boat, helped me, trained me, given me opportunities on boats, freediving, and Allie, who just got off the boat after helping with these past 3 trips. So Allie and I have done 9 trips, 9 charters in the past 6 months, and she will still be teaching yoga and breath work and hosting some more trips around. And I'm super blessed I was able to work with someone so great, and that we knocked these trips out, and it was a blast. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me get to where I am, is kind of my point in all this. So stay tuned. Mako and I are going to take a day to organize the boat, relax, and get ready for my brother and friend Sabrina to come in and go from there. So thank you guys. My first charter was a really memorable one. First off, it was my first charter, but then the dinghy engine wouldn't work.
Yeah, you want me to keep going? You've been on the rock for 2 hours. How is that my fault? Why aren't you yelling at Anna? Come on, Anna! Now you're overdoing it. Oh my god. I can never
and my brand new engine hydrolocked. I was so lucky I had my friends on board as my first charter. They lifted me up the mast to get service when the engine hydrolocked. They helped me sail out of an anchorage with the help of some fellow cruisers and kept me going when I felt like falling apart. This charter was a truly special one and helped me grow immensely, but it was also the beginning of one of the most stressful and depressing times of my life. After 4 months of waiting for a new engine and exhaust installation and going into even more debt, MK from Yellow the Label reached out to me. MK wanted to shoot their new swimwear line on Sol de la Mar in the Exumas. It was not only a light at the end of the tunnel financially, but I created a beautiful friendship with God-fearing souls, which meant more than anything this charter. I'm not going to list every single person that came on board, but every person who has stayed has a special place in my heart. Taylor came on for 1 month, and during that, Ben and Shay came on for 1 week. Shay saw her first shark.
That was so cool.
Took a freediving course.
I'm so proud of myself.
And so many other firsts that still make me smile a year later. This trip, my windlass started to go out, and my second brand new engine began giving me difficulties. So we say when people come on, they end up as family. I don't think we know what to do. Towards the middle of Taylor's time, we had bees swarm the boat, and then my engine almost hydrolocked again. My next charter, my engine produced white smoke, causing us to stay in the bay we are at. Luckily, it had so much to offer, and we still had an amazing time. However, I was stressed as I was supposed to be sailing to Long Island for retreats right after. After this charter and taking the engine apart a few more times, I made it to Long Island to host 6 retreats with Ali, Samudra Flow, over the next 3 months. It was such a fun time meeting everyone, developing close friendships, and watching them overcome so many obstacles. It was after these charters that I realized I was doing too much. Managing the boat, producing videos each week, and hosting charters. It was way too many full-time jobs, and I was quickly becoming burnt out, even though I loved each one individually. After my friend's trip with my New Year's Eve group, I decided the Hammerhead trips would be the last charters I would host. We all had the most amazing time, as you can watch in the past 2 episodes, and I really tried to soak up every moment I could. It was really bittersweet, but chartering is hard on the boat, and I simply didn't have enough time to take care of the boat and produce content weekly. My favorite times were by far meeting so many people and watching them overcome fears and experiencing things for the first time. It was a beautiful chapter of my life, and I'm excited to see what the next one will bring.
Yeah. Okay. You might want to hold your mask when you like. Okay. 3.
Hold on.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Am I ready?
How about you count down?
Okay.
Don't!
Oh, sorry.
Now we gotta wait like 20 minutes.
I'll just...
Let's just splash.
Fuck, sorry. Nervous splash. Okay, anyway. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Gonna go shark diving with some hammerheads and some tiger sharks. Don't forget to smash that like button. And, comment and subscribe.
The sad thing is we probably can't hear any of this.
Oh, damn it.
But I hope we can.
Alright, you ready?
Okay, count down.
3, 2, 1.